All right, welcome everybody to the daily update. Today is September 26, 2023. If you haven't watched this series before, every single day I post a video on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, pretty much everywhere, all my socials, just breaking down the entire crypto space, all the hottest news, all the crazy news going on, what coins to look out for. I just finished a general update video. This is supposed to be when you want to watch in your car, when you're probably doing something multitasking, so you don't have to spend time reading articles and wasting your time getting this stuff. Here's a clear, concise 10-minute video breaking down the entire crypto space. Let's go. September 26th. All right, first off, the whole BitBoy crypto drama. If you haven't known by now, one of the most popular influencers on YouTube in the crypto space, BitBoy Crypto, otherwise known as Ben Armstrong, was recently ousted from his company about a couple months ago, removing him from the brand and everything, despite him being 67% majority owner in the company, and this other fellow on the screen with the black shirt, TJ, owning about a third of the company, or 33%. They got into a long dispute. Long story short, BitBoy wanted to fire, get rid of TJ, and then they ended up, initiating some clause within the company agreements to take the company from BitBoy, taking his assets like his Lambo and stuff. So BitBoy's claiming that he has essentially no money, and he's asking for donations. He's already received upwards of $150,000 for his lawsuits. And every day something new is being added. Just yesterday there was live streams and interviews going on. BitBoy Crypto appeared at some other guy's house named Carlos, who's involved in the whole situation with apparently some woman BitBoy was having an affair with. He then got arrested last night, which made news. So that's probably why you're watching this video. You probably saw the whole BitBoy Crypto news going on. He then goes ahead and make allegations talking about, right, like, how apparently people at the company were involved in like gang relations and rappers and Cardi B and producers, and how there was a whole bunch of just nonsense going on in the industry, and that if he was going to go down, he was going to expose everyone. So a lot of people think BitBoy is like drugged up. He's on steroids. He's admitted to using steroids before. Personally, I have no really opinion on this. I like to wait for the facts to come out. I like BitBoy. I've met him before at a lot of crypto conferences. I've taken a lot of photos with him and stuff. He's a really cool guy in person, in my opinion. I think he's a little bit outspoken, of course. It's kind of like what you have to be in the crypto space. But yeah, that's everything going on with the BitBoy stuff. I've watched all the audio calls, all the interviews and documentaries. It's all really drama. There's really nothing crypto related. The only way I see you can ever really make money out of this whole situation is playing the Ben token, right? BitBoy Crypto acquired this token called $BEN, after I believe the founder was Ben Coin ETH or something like that. It was like some meme coin at first. Ben then acquired it. And now it's like his personal development project token, whatever you want to call it, and that token is dumped more than 50%. So when BitBoy does receive some legal clarity and probably does get a win from the lawsuits, he's going to post about it and go crazy. So be prepared to maybe scoop up some Ben and make some profits for it. Up next, other side Meta, which is a metaverse game that was created by Yuga Labs, the founders and owners of the Border Biot Club, the Media Biot Club, and now owners of CryptoPunks, right, 10KTF Shop, and other NFT assets, have just announced the launch of the Legends of Mara metaverse game. And so it's actually really cool. I actually hold an ape, Other Deed Expanded, and I have a coda. I was one of the lucky 10,000 people to get a coda. And so if we can see here, if I reload the screen, they just launched it. Apparently they launched a whole bunch of games and stuff. I'm going to be doing a separate video going over the entire Yuga ecosystem, covering Heavy Metal Rift, Dookie Dash, right? What to expect in the future, codas, what are ODAs, just everything game related and everything related to the Web3 Yuga Labs ecosystem metaverse. I'm going to be covering in a separate video with gameplay. So I'm actually going to be able to play this game, show you guys how it works, everything that's going on. But yes, it is officially launched. And mind you, keep in mind, Yuga's, I would say, probably the only company right now in the entire NFT space on Twitter that isn't getting absolutely railed and belittled by everyone, right? They're actually coming up with updates, and mind you, maybe they're not AAA video games. They're still coming out with things and using their war chest, which I think is like over $400 million to develop. So if there's any NFT project, any ecosystem I'd say you want to look at to hold while you're waiting for the bull run again, would definitely be Yuga. It's definitely up there. There are a bunch of other blue chip NFTs that I would recommend getting to as well, like the gods and stuff, but right now Yuga's a must-have, whether it be getting in through the other side, or through a coda, or through an ape, or through land. And not only that, all the other partnerships and affiliates they have. Like, there's also Applied Primates, Serum City, Rec League. There's so many things partnering with Yuga right now. They're absolutely dominating the NFT space. In fact, I don't think I've really heard of any other update in the NFT space other than Pudgy Penguins getting their dolls or whatever in Walmart. So that, like, who cares? Who cares? But yeah, Other Side Meta's launch. I'm gonna be doing some gameplay on Other Side Meta later today, and possibly uploaded later today. Now, I want to remind you guys, there's a lot of resources you can look into to get updated in crypto as well. One of my favorite websites is CoinMarketCal. I look into this for a lot of events going on in the space. For example, like when there's summits going on or OKXD listings, BitTrue listings. It's a lot of ways to see when there's big updates coming to the platform. Other than Twitter, Twitter's more kind of like the ground central station. There's so much going on. You kind of have to like go to each person, go to each page to figure it out. It's very easy sometimes when you have to go and just have this one page that just has everything right for you. So like I said, CoinMarketCap. That's where I'm finding a lot of key information today. Big news for Ripple today. Former White House official Lauren Believe, who previously worked with the Office of Legislative Affairs and as a policy director within the United States House Committee on Rules, has agreed to become Ripple's head of U.S. public policy and government, which means going to help essentially XRP fight the legal battles with the SEC. We already know XRP was not deemed a token security in the lawsuit, and that's why we saw the price pump up to 80 cents. But of course, like I mentioned before, that was a buy the news, sell the rumor event, right? Like we all expected that, we all assumed that. I know there's a lot of hurt XRP believers out there that want the price to go to $6 to $8, and they've been holding for 2 years. And I agree with you. There should be no reason why you should be holding large sums of money in XRP and just kind of had it stored up there while you could have been using that money to trade and do other things with it. So I've kind of changed a lot of my stance on XRP. I still believe in a $6 to $8 range. On my TikTok, I have a playlist that explains a lot of reasons why, like buying pressure, how they've stuck to the wall essentially when it comes to like the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the entire market. There's a list of reasons why. Their war chats, how many partnerships that Ripple's making every single day, along with their bank partnerships as well. So this is good news for Ripple. This definitely could lead into a price increase for sure. But this alone will not cause $1 or $2 increase or anything. If anything, we'll see that in the bull run, right? After we see Bitcoin leading and breaking all-time highs. So I wouldn't expect an XRP all-time high until Bitcoin is past its halving date and reaches into like the 60, 70K range again. And something I forgot to mention about XRP Ripple, they have one of the most solid teams in the crypto space. In fact, I don't know a team right now behind a cryptocurrency that is as exceptional and as much as an A team as the Ripple team. There's a book I recommend a lot of people read. I think it's called XRP and like the future digital currency or something. It's on Amazon. I'll have a link to the book in the description if I can find it. But I definitely have the book. I have to go looking for it in my library. But there was a team section in that book that explained, I mean, absolutely everything. Like every single board member, every single team of Ripple, including the CEO, everything, all the previous board members, people that left, and they were all part of projects that were exceptionally well. Like it wasn't like this was like the team's first success. They were all part of serious things. They had people from like some of the largest banks in the world, and so the fact that they have Lauren Believe, right, as the new head of U.S. public policy and government as Ripple, this is huge. It's just another A player to add to the team in helping Ripple, which is one reason I believe in Ripple so much and why I do think they actually are going to achieve cross-border remittance payment systems. I actually do think that that their partnerships work, that they're actually the one thing in the crypto space that could essentially lead all of the crypto space in the near future. And the $6 to $8 range is just like a price prediction based on history range. That doesn't count like true utility for XRP. Just throwing that in there. All right, Celsius creditors. So the majority was in favor of the reorganization plan. As you can see here, the results are in. September 25th, over 95% of creditors across all eligible classes voted to accept the plan, the bankruptcy plan that they had. If it didn't go to a majority win, it would have had to go back to court and they would have had to hash that out again. And so then more lawyers would have charged more premium fees for that, and so we have gotten less money. So it is in the best interest of the creditors, right? The people that lost their money in the platform to get a plan, at least get something approved instead of having to go to court and wait another year, right? FTX is still waiting for their money. FTX you still got to file claims for right now, and they kind of went down near the same time. Like in fact, FTX went down before Celsius, and then Celsius went ahead and said how much they were exposed to the FTX situation. So it sucks. If you're an FTX holder, I definitely feel for you. Luckily, I didn't have a lot of my money in FTX. I only used their portfolio platform, which didn't work, which is annoying because now I got to like I had to reorganize all my portfolio assets. But yeah, the results are in. Let me know down in the comments if you're a Celsius creditor and what thing you chose. There's an option to do no election where you get like an equal amount of like crypto and Nuco stock. And then there's some people that choose fully crypto. You get like -7% of your crypto, and then you get stock, and you get like I think an extra, I don't remember, maybe like 7 to 20% extra stock, so somewhere in that range. But yeah, we'll see approximately $2 million worth of Bitcoin and Ether redistributed to Celsius network creditors, and then people will also be receiving the Nuco stock. Now, if you hold Nuco stock, I'd be very careful and I'd be very attentive to when you receive that stock, because more than likely, you don't want to be forced into holding something. Like when you buy stock, when you accept the stock, you're pretty much telling Celsius, like, I accept the stock. It's the same mindset and idea of like choosing to put your money into something to buy compared to something else. A lot of people are not going to want to be forced to buy Nuco stock. They're probably choosing Nuco to retain a lot of their money. So be careful of a fallout, of a sell-off, right? And we don't know a lot of this new company and Fahrenheit. We pretty much know nothing. We don't know about the platforms. There's going to be a future token, in the future. So this is something very risky. And if you are doing it, get out fast. Get out fast, is all I can tell you. You don't want to be someone holding it and have it go nowhere, especially during a bear market. As far as I'm concerned, I haven't heard anything about what the new company plans to do. If they plan to recreate a new earn platform, if they plan to be more decentralized and open source a lot of their stuff, I'm not sure. But until you know that and you're comfortable with holding Nuco stock, yeah, I'd drop it as soon as possible. Not financial advice, obviously, but that's what I would do. I wouldn't hold it. But yeah, the new company will be managed by the Fahrenheit Group, a consortium of crypto native individuals and organizations, including former Algorand CEO Steven. Okay, so that's not bad. Venture capital firm Arlington Capital. There's like a whole beef on Twitter with Arlington right now. Apparently, this guy's like blocking a bunch of people who are part of the Celsians network group or something, or if they say they voted in favor, apparently he's blocking people, and he ended up leaving the board because what's his name? Some lawyer that's like helping break down the space, or whatever, who's now a board member. He ended up leaving the board, and yeah. Yeah, that's the Celsius situation. Hopefully we get our money back soon. Oh, and Mashinsky, in case you didn't realize, is arrested, right? He is facing charges for fraudulent financial activity. His wife is her company USA Strong is going to be absolutely like destroyed, berated on Twitter right now. She's had to close all of her accounts. People are trying to close her company. The whole family is receiving a whole bunch of heat right now. So, in case that brings you any solace. Alrighty, here's some good Bitcoin news. Lawmakers urge SEC Chair Gary Gensler, to allow spot Bitcoin ETFs immediately. They say this Congress has a duty to ensure the SEC approves investment products that meet the requirements set out by Congress. They said, to that end, we urge you to approve the listing of spot Bitcoin ETPs immediately. Probably ETFs. This is huge. I mean, I already know Tom Emmer on Twitter or X. He's always tweeting about it. He's always in favor of Bitcoin. A lot of these representatives are always in charge of are always pro Bitcoin on Twitter, and yeah, I mean, last month Grayscale Investments secured a win when 3 judges in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit Court ruled that the SEC had to re-review its bid for a spot Bitcoin ETF. Every single week now, it's like a new company is applying for a spot Bitcoin ETF, and this is huge. I mean, if you look at the chart comparison of what what happened to the gold price once it had its ETF, and then look at it now. You could expect the same thing with Bitcoin. If we're calling Bitcoin gold, Bitcoin gold 2.0, right, and the future of money, right, and a store of money, store of technology, store of assets, like a true store of value, right, in the words of Michael Saylor, we can expect this ETF to open up the floodgates for Bitcoin. That if we thought a $1 trillion market cap, right, or $2 trillion total crypto market cap was huge, just wait until an ETF is, right? Wait till we open it up to all the companies, right? Wait till we open it up to funds, right? Exchange, to mutual funds, like. It's absolutely wild what an ETF could do. And imagine that like stacked on top of a halvening event, right? Bitcoin ETF, right? 4-year cycle. Like, there's just so many factors coming into play that's going to push Bitcoin absolutely to $100,000. And yeah, that's everything with the ETF news. It seems like ETF approval is imminent. If anything, they just keep delaying it. Like, they can't really reject it anymore. It's like they're just delaying it now. They're re-reviewing stuff and they're doing a bunch of stuff. All the BlackRock ones, they filed for more extensions. I do believe the extension is ending in October, right? So I think we are going to see some really big news in October. Who knows how long Gary Gensler can fight that off? But yeah, Bitcoin ETF, big win for the crypto space. Something I like to remind a lot of people in the crypto space is to actually use Google search terms, right? And to see the interest over time, to see how many times people are searching Bitcoin, right? Or where in the world are people searching Bitcoin? And as we can see here, right, like we obviously can see that Bitcoin reached 100% interest, right, out of its total interest chart in 2021, like January 2021. And May 2021, and that was after, or no, I believe that was before, yeah, that was before actually the all-time high of Bitcoin at, yeah, November 10th, 2021. So we can expect to see this start. Like right now, look where we are right now. We're currently all the way low. Like our interest right now is lower than 25%. As we see this start to climb, right, we can start to see the average person looking into Bitcoin, right, searching up cryptocurrency, getting into that stuff, right, setting up on Coinbase, buying exchanges, more Coinbase ads, more Twitter ads. There's a lot of key indicators to see when a bull run could be looming. Are we in a bull run now? Of course not. No way we're not. We are still fully in a bear market right now. And in fact, I don't think the bear market will be over until the halving happens. That's just my personal opinion when you look at previous halving dates in history. But yeah, every once in a while, I'll always check on the Bitcoin interest over time, crypto over time, just to see how's like the general population doing, because this is a good indicator of knowing where we are in the cycle. All right, and that's all for today for September 26, 2023 crypto market update. The video should be a little bit longer than 10 minutes. I got to go check and see. If you want to see my videos faster and you want to see this news quicker, make sure you follow me on Twitter, X, and TikTok. That's when we'll be posting things. Even Instagram stories. I'm posting a lot of stuff on Instagram stories, a lot of more recent stuff, right? Like gameplay, Yuga Lab stuff. So make sure you follow me there. And as always, Jesus loves you. Luke 6:38. I think that's something huge a lot of people in the crypto space need to realize. And yeah, take care. Peace. Peace. Peace.